Hi, and you're welcome to Sarah Football. My name is Rafael Banaman Quote, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel as yet, please do so to subscribe to the channel. So today we speak about a very pertinent issue that came up just yesterday night with purported rumors about the sacking of Black Stars coach Chris Hughton. So yesterday there were a host of reports and tweets that surfaced across the length and breadth of the internet that coach Chris Hughton was in line to be fired on Friday, that is tomorrow. And new report we are picking up is that Chris Hughton will stay on as the Black Stars head coach for the foreseeable future. So let me give you some bit of my opinion about this whole brouhaha that started yesterday night. And this issue cropped up yesterday, and when news came to bear that Chris Hughton was in line to be fired, I felt that there were a lot of things that were wrong with the sacking. The timing of his sack was not the best for us, because this is a manager that has qualified Ghana to the AFCON that is scheduled to take place in Ivory Coast next year. This is somebody that you need to fully support. This is somebody that you need to fully give him that requisite time and space to oversee the mandate that he's been given. Because for a coach like Chris Hughton, he was appointed somewhere in February 2023. He's overseen this side for close to 8 months. Black Stars have played 7 matches under his belt, and in these 7 matches, I mean, there's been some 3 wins somewhere, 2 draws somewhere, and 2 losses somewhere. But even on the back of those 2 losses to, that is the United States of America as well as Mexico, in the 2 friendlies that we played in the United States of America, there were even stories that surfaced that he might be fired before we move to Ivory Coast. But you ask yourself that, has this man been given the necessary backing? Because even before he lost to, that is Mexico, as well as the USA, I mean, some ESCO members came out to say that they were not in support of him. But if you have an ESCO that is not supporting the manager, I mean, it only speaks volumes of the fact that, I mean, he's being set up to fail. Because if you've appointed somebody to work, you need to give him that maximum backing. We all know that, I mean, to a very large extent, Chris Hughton wasn't the popular figure that was supposed to take over from Coach Otuado. But the fact of the matter is that he had come in as a technical director of the side a year before. He has seen how this side plays. So it was just logical that he would be given the reins of the job after Coach Otuado had voluntarily said that he wasn't going to continue after our shambolic performance in that is Qatar, where we were ousted in the group stages. Then Chris Hughton takes over. I mean, he's had his fair share of matches. I particularly have not been ecstatic or happy about the way the Black Stars play under Chris Hughton. There have been times where the team doesn't have any shape, any structure, any rhythm to which they play. Some of the players come in and you see that they are not really gelling. So a player like Inaki Williams comes into the fold, and it's as if we don't know the full attribute of players like Inaki Williams, Antoine Semenyo, and a host of other guys. But that is also another discussion for another day. But the main issue why Chris Hughton was being pushed out of the door was because of the fact that these are all purported allegations and rumors that he's calling players that are not affiliated to some ESCO members. I mean, is that the way to go? Is that the way we want to run our football? Because when you look at the likes of Senegal, the likes of Mali, the likes of Morocco, these are sides that are doing very well in their football. It means they are doing something. They are doing something. They are making sure that they are investing into infrastructure, they are investing into grassroots football. But it looks as if the way we've tuned and set our minds, it's only within the realms of 90 minutes of football action. But football has grown far beyond that. Football has developed far beyond that. There has to be that development plan, that template on which we grow our football. And sometimes you ask yourself whether our top hierarchy, they are really in tune to help the Black Stars or our game. I don't see that. So today, finally, news broke out that after consultation and a series of meetings with the sports ministry and other stakeholders, they've said that they're not going to sack that is Chris Hughton because some of the reasons the FA gave, they just didn't cut it for them. So, I mean, I feel it's a step in the right direction for our football. We need somebody that will be able to help us. There should be that long-term prospects, that short-term fixes, because there were allegations that if Chris Hughton was sacked, George Barton would be asked to take over the reins of the Black Stars. Then he'll be supported by Didi Dramani and other guys. You ask yourself whether we are really serious with our football, because football is a serious-minded game. Under this current administration, there has been a host of sacking. Kwesi Appiah has come and gone. Siki Akono has come and gone. Milo Raheva has come and gone. Otuado also came, and now you have Chris Hughton. We still owe monies to Milohan Rahevaj and Siki Akono. We haven't settled, and now we want to add Chris Hughton to the pile of coaches that we owe. I mean, we should be serious with our football, and I feel once we do that, it inures to our benefits. Before I take leave of you, Ghana will be involved in a double header. That is a double header game that will be coming off at the Kumasi Babayara Sports Stadium, as well as the return leg in Madagascar. So to the goalkeepers that were released, you have Lawrence Atizigi, Joseph Wallacott, Richard Ofori. Defenders Ali Seidu, Dennis Odoi, Gideon Mensah, Abdul Fattah, Hamid, he plays for Mediama, Kasim Adams, Nicholas Opoku, Daniel Amati from Besiktas, Abdul Mumini, he plays for Rayo Vallecano in the Spanish Premier La Liga. To the midfielders, you have Baba Idrisu, he plays for Maria Majid Ashmeri for Anderlecht. Abdul Salih Samed, he plays for RC Lens in the French Ligue 1. Edmond Ado, he plays in Serbia. Mohamed Kudus plays for West Ham United. Andrea Ayew, he's currently unattached. To the wingers, Osman Bukhari, he plays in Serbia. Joseph Pencil plays for Genk. Enes Nyama plays for Olympic Lyon. Jordan Ayew for Crystal Palace. Suleiman Kamaldeen plays for Southampton. To the forwards, Inaki Williams of Athletic Club. Semenyo plays for Bournemouth in the English Premiership, and also Mediame's Jonathan Soa. So these are the players that Chris Hughton has called for the double header against Comoros as well as Madagascar. So the news is that Chris Hughton will stay on as the manager of the senior national team, the Black Stars. He will not be sacked. The reasons that were given by the FA, they were not taken into full force, but at the end of the day, Chris Hughton will stay on as the Black Stars coach. So on this note, this is where I wrap down on today's episode of our discussion. That's all for sports. My name is Raphael Banaman Kote.